Okay, this is our water heater. It's a gas water heater. All right. It's 5 years old, manufactured in 2001. It's 2026. 50 gallons, natural gas. Okay. So the gas comes in. We have a sediment trap. We've got electronic ignition. That's fine. Got a safety pan. Got a drain. That's fine. All right. So we're coming over here. Let me see if I can get up here with my little legs. Try not to pull it down on me. Okay. Fine. Our insulation needs to come down closer to the tank. Our temperature pressure relief valve needs to be insulated. That's where your heat goes. You don't need a cover on it. That's cold. That's hot. That's where your heat goes. So you need insulation on this. You need insulation on those. Better insulation on those. I'm dropping all kinds of stuff. I am not going to check the temperature pressure relief valve because it's 5 years old. They only last about 3. I'm afraid the sediment might cause it to fail. This is our primary drain pipe. This is our temperature pressure relief drain. This is our safety pan drain. This pipe is not supposed to have more than 5 90-degree bends. 1, 2, comes out here. 3, 4, it's supposed to point down towards the ground. 5. Is that right? Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 90-degree bends. And now here's another thing, and this is a particular rule. It's code. And I don't have to agree with it, but I can't change it. And hardly anybody follows it, but that doesn't mean if everybody jumped off a bridge, you jump off of a bridge. And then, well, one, we got negative pitch. Look at that. But the code says you're supposed to have an air gap in the same room with the water heater. Now that opens up at 200 degrees at 200 pounds of pressure. So I'm going like, really? You want 200 pounds of pressure and you want an air gap in here? What are you going to use for the air gap? The safety pan? You know, I mean, that's what they say. You know. Again, this is not my professional opinion. This is my personal opinion. Well, maybe it is my professional opinion, but I wouldn't put an air gap in the same room with the water heater. I wouldn't have negative pitch on my TMP drain. That I would not do. But I wouldn't put an air gap in here. But when you read your report, I'm going to say you don't have an air gap in the same room with the water heater. I'm going to give you the code reference. You know, so I mean, it is what it is. Code doesn't say what you want it to say. Code doesn't say what you think it says. Code doesn't say what you remember it saying. Code simply states what it states. That's what it does. And every year they revise the codes. You know, they make improvements and corrections. But yeah, the negative pitch I'm not a fan of. You know. So what do we learn? We learn more insulation. That's money. I'm a fan of that. You need a new temperature pressure relief valve. That's important. I'm definitely a fan of that. And you need insulation. That's money again. Energy savings, you should be saying. So I'm a fan of that. All right. You don't have an air gap in the same room as the water heater. I'm neutral on that. And we got negative pitch.